Hello, my dear friends. If you're over 60 and sometimes wonder how to feel more alive, more energetic, and truly joyful again, this video is just for you. Because aging doesn't mean slowing down. It means getting wiser about what really brings life into our years. Today, we're going to explore 5 simple things that can help you feel full of life after 60. These are not just opinions. Each one is backed by science and inspired by real people who've embraced these habits and seen incredible results. Life after 60 can be deeply fulfilling, meaningful, and even exciting if you focus on the right things. Maybe you felt a little tired lately or not as motivated as you used to be. That's okay. Small changes can create big shifts in how you feel each day. Whether it's improving your physical health, boosting your emotional energy, or finding more purpose, we'll cover it all in this video. And the best part? None of this requires expensive treatments or complicated routines. Just simple, natural things you can start doing right now to feel better and live longer. If you're watching and ready to make your life after 60 the best it can be, type 1 in the comments. I love knowing who's with me on this journey. Let's jump in and discover the first powerful thing that can make you feel full of life, starting today. 1. Move your body daily. Even a little bit can transform your life. As we age, it's easy to believe that slowing down is a natural part of life. But here's something truly powerful. Your body is designed to move, and even after 60, movement can be your greatest ally in feeling more alive, energized, and youthful. You don't need to run marathons or lift heavy weights. Something as simple as daily walking, stretching, or light activity can have a huge impact on your overall well-being. According to the National Institute on Aging, regular physical activity helps improve heart health, balance, bone strength, and cognitive function. It also plays a key role in preventing chronic conditions like diabetes, arthritis, and depression. Think of your body like a river. If the water keeps flowing, it stays fresh and vibrant. But if it becomes still, things begin to stagnate. Movement keeps your body's internal systems flowing. Your blood, your digestion, even your brain chemistry. Science has shown that older adults who engage in just 150 minutes of moderate physical activity per week have a significantly lower risk of early death compared to those who are sedentary. That's just 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week. Walking, stretching, gardening, dancing, or even playing with your grandkids. Let me share the story of Barbara, a 72-year-old retired teacher from Michigan. For years, she struggled with low energy, stiff joints, and poor sleep. One day, she decided to start walking just 15 minutes each morning after breakfast. At first, it felt like a chore. But within a few weeks, her joint pain eased, her mood lifted, and she began sleeping through the night. 3 months later, Barbara had more energy than she'd felt in years. Her doctors were amazed. "I feel like I've gotten a part of my life back," she said. Even short bursts of activity throughout your day, like walking around the house, gentle yoga, or standing up during commercials, can stimulate circulation and keep your muscles strong. The key is consistency. Don't wait until you feel like it. Do it because your future self will thank you. And if mobility is a challenge, chair exercises or water aerobics are fantastic options too. So if you're watching this and wondering, is it too late for me to get active again? The answer is a big, beautiful no. You're not too old. You're not too tired. Your body is capable of amazing things when you give it the chance. Start small. Start today. Even 5 minutes is better than none. And remember, you're doing this not just to live longer, but to live better. If this point inspired you, type 2 in the comments. I want to see who's ready to take that first step toward a more active, joyful life. 2. Build deep, meaningful connections, because loneliness is more dangerous than you think. After 60, many people experience changes in their social life: retirement, kids moving away, the loss of friends or a partner. It's a quiet shift, but it can deeply affect how alive you feel inside. The truth is, loneliness isn't just an emotional state, it's a serious health risk. In fact, according to research published by the National Institutes of Health, chronic loneliness can be as harmful to your health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. It increases the risk of heart disease, dementia, depression, and even early death. On the flip side, staying socially connected boosts mental sharpness, improves mood, reduces stress, and even strengthens the immune system. You don't need a big crowd or 100 friends to feel connected. One or two strong, genuine relationships can make all the difference. Think about a neighbor you could visit, an old friend you could call, or a community group you could join. And if you're not sure where to start, volunteering is one of the best ways to meet kind-hearted people and feel needed and valued again. Let me tell you about George, a 68-year-old widower from Oregon. After his wife passed, he found himself sitting alone most days, feeling invisible. One day, his daughter suggested he join a local senior gardening group. George resisted at first, thinking it wasn't for him, but he gave it a try. Now he tends a community garden twice a week and has made close friendships with people he never would have met otherwise. "It gave me something to look forward to," he said. "I feel useful again." Science confirms what George discovered. Social interaction stimulates areas of the brain that support memory and learning, and having someone to talk to, laugh with, or simply sit in silence with gives life a warmth that no medicine can replace. So if you've been feeling isolated or alone lately, please know this: you are not forgotten. You are not meant to walk this journey by yourself. Make one small move. Call a friend, send a message, wave to your neighbor, or join a group. A small step can lead to a big change. If this point speaks to your heart, type 3 in the comments, and maybe even tag someone you'd like to reconnect with. 3. Keep your mind active. As we grow older, many people focus only on physical health, but keeping your brain active is just as important for living a full, vibrant life after 60. In fact, mental stimulation has been strongly linked to longer life expectancy and better overall well-being. When your brain stays busy, it continues to form new connections, improve memory, and maintain focus. Scientists call this neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to adapt and grow. Even in old age, studies from the Alzheimer's Association show that people who regularly engage in mentally challenging activities, such as reading, learning new skills, or doing puzzles, experience slower cognitive decline and have a much lower risk of developing conditions like dementia and Alzheimer's disease. Keeping your mind sharp also boosts your mood. Mental stimulation increases levels of dopamine and serotonin, two brain chemicals that are essential for happiness and motivation. When you learn something new, your brain gets a rewarding sense of accomplishment, and that helps you feel alive and purposeful. And it's not about doing something huge. Even small daily habits like writing in a journal, doing crosswords, or learning how to use a smartphone more effectively can bring these benefits. Take the story of Harold, a retired bus driver from Ohio. At 68, he decided to learn Spanish so he could talk with his grandchildren, who are bilingual. He started with a language app, practicing just 10 to 15 minutes a day. Not only did he begin to understand conversations with his grandkids, but he also noticed that his memory and mood had improved. Harold says learning something new gave him a reason to wake up excited every morning. So whether it's picking up a new language, exploring a hobby like painting, playing strategy games like chess, or simply staying curious about the world, keeping your brain active is one of the most powerful things you can do to feel younger, stay independent, and truly enjoy your life after 60. 4. Eat foods that love you back. After 60, your body speaks to you more clearly, and one of the best ways to support it is by choosing foods that love you back. What does that mean? Simply put, it's about eating foods that nourish your body, reduce inflammation, support your organs, and give you energy instead of taking it away. Science shows that as we age, our metabolism slows down, our digestive system becomes more sensitive, and our cells need more antioxidants to stay healthy. So, the foods you eat can either help you thrive or slowly wear you down. Foods that love you back are rich in fiber, vitamins, minerals, and healthy fats. Think colorful fruits like blueberries and oranges, leafy greens like spinach and kale, nuts and seeds, fatty fish like salmon, and whole grains like oats and quinoa. These foods fight off disease, support brain and heart health, and even boost your mood. For example, omega-3 fatty acids in fish are linked to lower risk of heart disease and cognitive decline. Leafy greens contain lutein and folate, which support eye health and memory. And fiber-rich foods improve digestion, help balance blood sugar, and keep cholesterol in check. Let's take the example of Margaret, a 72-year-old retired teacher from California. For years, she struggled with fatigue, joint pain, and poor digestion. But when she started replacing processed foods with simple, whole ingredients, like oatmeal for breakfast, a salad with beans for lunch, and grilled fish with steamed veggies for dinner, her energy came back. She lost weight naturally, slept better, and even noticed her mood had improved. She says, "Now I eat for fuel, not just for taste, and my body thanks me for it every day." The takeaway? You don't need fancy superfoods or expensive supplements. Just real, whole foods that nourish your body and give back more than they take. When you eat like your health depends on it, because it does, you'll feel more alive, more vibrant, and ready to enjoy every moment of life after 60. 5. Find a daily purpose. One of the most overlooked secrets to feeling alive after 60 isn't found in a medicine bottle or diet. It's in having a daily purpose. Purpose is more than just something to do. It's the emotional fuel that gives life meaning, direction, and joy. After retirement, or when kids move out and life gets quieter, many seniors begin to feel like they've lost their why. But studies show that finding even a small reason to get up each day can significantly extend your lifespan and improve your mental and emotional health. A 2019 study published in JAMA Network Open followed over 6,000 people over the age of 50 and found that those with a strong sense of purpose had a 43% lower risk of death from any cause. That's a powerful number. Scientists believe this is because purposeful people tend to have better routines, take care of themselves more consistently, and stay mentally engaged. Purpose has also been linked to lower levels of inflammation, better sleep, and reduced risk of heart disease and dementia. The beauty of purpose is that it doesn't need to be something huge. You don't have to start a foundation or write a book unless you want to. Purpose can be as gentle and grounding as walking your dog each morning, mentoring a grandchild, caring for a plant, learning to paint, or calling a lonely friend every day. It's not about impressing others. It's about doing something that lights up your heart. Take Mary, for example, a 72-year-old retired teacher. After retirement, she felt lost. No students, no bell schedule, no lesson plans. But instead of sinking into sadness, she decided to volunteer at her local school as a reading tutor. "I may not get paid," she says, "but every child I help read better gives me a reason to smile." Her eyes light up when she talks about her students. Her purpose brought back her spark, and her health improved too. In Okinawa, Japan, home to some of the world's longest living people, they have a word, ikigai, which means a reason for being. Many elders there have simple daily roles: gardening, teaching crafts, preparing food for family, or simply being a calming presence in the home. That sense of contribution and connection keeps them physically active, mentally sharp, and emotionally satisfied well into their 90s and beyond. Having a purpose also helps fight loneliness, a major health risk for older adults. When you have something to do and someone to do it for, you naturally stay socially connected. Whether it's joining a walking group, writing letters to your grandchildren, or participating in a local cause, purpose builds bonds, which strengthens your heart both figuratively and literally. Even in the smallest tasks, like watering your flowers or preparing a meal for someone else, there is deep meaning. You are needed. You are valuable. Your presence matters. So take a moment and ask yourself, what makes me feel alive? What makes me feel useful? Start small. One purposeful action a day is enough to make life feel vibrant again. Remember, you're not done growing just because you're growing older. You're entering a stage of life where your wisdom, patience, and kindness are more needed than ever. And when you live each day with purpose, life doesn't just go on, it blossoms. So there you have it. 5 simple but powerful ways to stay strong, joyful, and full of life after 60. You've seen how moving your body, challenging your mind, eating wisely, and finding purpose can truly change your days and even add years to your life. Remember, aging doesn't mean slowing down. It means living smarter, deeper, and with more heart. It's never too late to start. Even the smallest steps, like a daily walk, a new book, or a heartfelt call, can lead to a more vibrant, meaningful life. You still have so much to give, to experience, and to enjoy. So keep moving, keep learning, and most of all, keep living fully. Your best days can still be ahead.